Hello and welcome, my name is Parky and today we're playing some more Spore. You meet me back on Modistan, where today we've got lots to do. I've read through all of the comments that you guys left on the last episode, and thank you very much to everyone, by the way. It was a massive support. I asked a load of questions last time and everyone seemed to give loads and loads of feedback as well. Now last time we managed to get through the majority of the cell stage, so today what we should be doing... Oh god, I'm being eaten slowly. Oh no, don't eat me! No! Why are you sucking my bum? Oh, for God's sake. Well, what a good start. That is an absolutely brilliant start of the episode. Just thought I'd quickly come into the cell creator here, just so that I could get out of danger for a second whilst I finished talking about all the wonderful things that have happened between this and last episode. So you guys left loads and loads of feedback. Today we are going to be moving into the creature stage. So we are going to be moving onto land, getting our legs, getting our feet dirty for the first time in this mysterious new world. Now I asked you guys for all of your ideas as to what we could make our creature look like, because in the last series I feel like I wasn't perhaps as creative as I possibly could have been. Now there's a few things that you have suggested which I think are really good ideas, and there's a few things also that people seem to have agreed on. Now it seems to be agreed that I should go for a non-humanoid creature. We should go for something with 4 legs. And strangely enough, there's a lot of strange things happening today. Strangely enough, we have decided to become a centaur type creature. Now fear not the people who suggested other things. I'm going to try and incorporate lots of other things in if I can. So let's just quickly carry on, now that I've got that spiel out of the way. See if we can get those last few DNA points to progress into the creature stage, and then we'll figure out what we're doing with our creature. So we've got a centaur idea. We're also going to be trying to go with a sort of humanoid upper body. Obviously, centaurs are human and horse combined. And we're also going to try and make him like a half-robot character as well, because I believe, it might be in the creepy and cute pack, but I believe that there's some like robotic arms and legs that you can get in this game. So we might go with something like that as well. And we're also going to go with wings, because wings... Oh look, we're evolving, we've got a big brain now. Wings were a particularly popular idea as well. So we're going to be like a weird flying robotic centaur guy. Sounds pretty good, no? Congratulations, you're on the path to sentience. When it comes to swimming in sludge, you rule the pool. When you're ready to stretch your legs in the big, wide wopen, click the advance button. So here we are, let's do it. Let's go on to land. And if you look at this, we've actually managed to get into the omnivore branch, which is interesting. This timeline shows you a history of the actions you have taken during the life as Cell. You have established the trait which earns you unique abilities that will benefit your future generations. Which path have you chosen? Well, we've chosen the omnivore, believe it or not. We were going into the herbivore, and we managed to clip just the top end of the omnivore tree. Now, for those of you who don't know, in this game you can play as one of 3 things, a herbivore, omnivore, and a carnivore. It bases that on how much you eat of both different kinds of food. So if you eat lots of meat, obviously you tend to go into the carnivore branch, and vice versa. So that's basically how that works. We all know how this works. I don't need to explain this at all. So we're going to be moving into the creature stage now with an omnivore trait. I'm not exactly sure what the omnivore trait actually is. I can't seem to remember that. But here we are. This is our guy. So welcome to the world, guy. Now I think what I might do is I'm going to remove a few of these spikes, because now that we're moving out of the cell stage, we're not going to need as many of these. One of these will still give us the strike trait, or whatever it's called. I think that's what it's called. We're going to need both mouth parts though, because we still want to be able to eat everything, because it just makes it a bit easier. We're not doing an omnivore playthrough. I want to be an aggressive character, so maybe we should just for now remove the herbivore mouth part. That seems like a good idea. Now I'm going to start putting together our basic spinal structure. We can expand this sideways like this, which is I think exactly what I'm going to do. And then we're going to move... Oh god, that is not moving the spine. We're going to move, if I can grab it, this up here like this, because a centaur is going to have like a perched upright position, which is going to be something like this. It's always really difficult in this stage of creation because... well, it's just really difficult to move things around. So we want like a horse-like body. Horse-like bodies, we are going to change this in the future, but they do have sort of like a big front bit, a big back bit, and sort of it goes in the middle, so that's pretty good like that. We're also then probably going to have to move this spine even more back, a bit like this, and maybe expand it up one more, because we're going to want a head as well. So the first thing, we're going to expand this like that. We're going to give him a bit of a chest. I know, you know, there's differences in sexes, and like, you know, men might have like a flat chest and whatever, so don't get offended. We're going to have lady ones as well. Actually, I don't even know if you can do that. I don't think that's really possible. I'm pretty sure that all males and females in this game look exactly the same. But whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just a simple game. Oh my god. This looks incredible. Well, it's certainly an interesting creation. We've got 3 sets of legs here as well. They're all called different things, but they have pretty much the same effect, so we're just going to go with these. We want 4. So 4 legs. Here we are, look at this. We'll make him a bit taller as well. Can we zoom out at all? Seems a bit zoomed in right now. And we're also going to make these legs a bit chunkier as well. And I guess we could give him a unicorn horn. Okay, you know what? It's cool. We're going to have the eyes down here, and this mouth is going to be kind of like that. Perfect. Fantastic. So let's make these legs a bit more beefcake. He's a keen fan of the gym, our creature. Obviously, look at those thighs. Every day is a thigh day at the gym for whatever the hell he's called. And that actually brings me on to a good point. One of the big things that I asked you to come up with as well, just as a bit of, you know, getting everyone involved, was the name for our creature. And the creature is going to be called Mind Blown, obviously, because you guys came up with the best name imaginable. So creative. It's just, you know, I've now got a stump where my head was. That's how mind blown I am. And you've called him a Modivore, which is just so incredibly brilliant. If you can't tell, I'm being a bit sarcastic. So he is well cool in it. Look at his fancy butt. I guess that's fine. Okay, well, whatever. We're going to change the colour of him as well, because we don't want him to remain in the same uniform as he was in before. And I think we might go for something like this. How does this look? A big pink stripe? That is fabulous. We're going to go with this. Well, we've had a brilliant start. We've created the basics of our creature. Obviously, this is going to change quite a bit. And in creature stage, this is exactly where a lot of the expansions in this mod pack are going to come into play. We've not seen any changes yet, because none of the mod pack actually affects the cell stage, because it's one of the shortest stages. But creature stage, apparently there's new parts that have been added. They've extended it somehow, and it's just different. So we're going to find out what's different here. And frankly, if I was sat relaxing on the beach, I'd find this a terrifying sight. To crawl out of the ocean towards you. I'd be running. I'd also be admiring that tush, because he's got really fancy legs. Look how they walk. They're like a really derpy llama. Derp llama. It's the beginning of a new day, and for you, a whole new, strange and wondrous world. Air fills your lungs as you stretch into your limbs into your new home. Dry land. The race to evolve has begun. Now you are a creature surrounded by your nestmates. To evolve, you'll need to meet the other species on this planet and earn DNA. Earning DNA moves your progress bar. Let's take a look. This bar shows your progress. Fill it by building relationships with other species or forcing them to become extinct. I think I know which one I'm going with. Here's where you find your objectives. As this goal suggests, food is critical to your survival. Let's learn how to look around to find some. So you're a carnivore. Hunt prey to eat. Now, I said at the end of last episode that I wasn't particularly sure which direction I wanted to take this in. If you look for now, we are adaptable. And that means we have many friends and many enemies, make choices based on the current situation. What trait does this give us? It said that we unlocked a skill. I think it's here. Summon Flock. Okay, I think Summon Flock, if I am correct, summons a flock of creatures to help you. Believe it or not, if you couldn't get that from the name. So if we want to fight something else, we'll have to summon our flock to help us along the way. That'd be quite helpful. As you can see, we have 10 health, and our hunger bar is down here, so we're probably going to need some sustenance very soon. I'm not sure, but I believe that I read somewhere... Oh, look at this. What's this? You discovered a new part! Imagine the cool stuff you'll find on even bigger creatures or skeletons. Click the mating call button below to find your mate and enter the creature creator. This is where you can change your look and add the parts you found in the world. So as I was saying, one of the things that I believe I've read about this mod pack is that it makes this creature stage even longer than in the base game. So it means that you need to collect more DNA to progress through it, because frankly the creature stage is one of the best stages, in my opinion, and I think in a lot of other people's opinions. It also increases the amount of parts, so let's just have a little look. Oh, that was completely the wrong button. What I really want to do... Oh dear God. Year's good. Oh, they've all got 40 health, that's crazy. Well, at least they'll be good for fighting with. But what we need to do is we need to mate, because I want to have a look at a few of these new parts that we've got in here. Apparently the UI has been increased to make it a bit more expanded, so it shows all the new parts, and it makes it a bit more easy to use. Apparently there's parts in the world that you can pick up as well. They don't just give them to you to begin with. Look at this. Oh look, we've laid our first kin. Okay, test drive. A new mode to play with. Test drive. Try your creature out before returning to the planet. So we can test out our creature. Oh, what's this? Better Spore. Here we go. So this is our new menu. Now it doesn't look like any of these are particularly new parts. I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, but I don't think that the cell parts are actually available once you got to creature stage, so maybe that's why these are in here. And it looks as if there's 3 whole pages of these to go through. Oh wow, what is this? A snog tib cap. Okay then, it looks like a bit of machinery. Give him like a hat? What the hell is that? That is really strange. So it's like a hat, I think. Doesn't fit our guy very well. Okay, well I guess we can leave that for now. What is this? A moon gas sensor? 250? Blimey. Well, we're gonna have to wait a little while to get that, I think. It seems like pages 2 and 3 are exactly the same. So maybe... Well, I guess we'll find out more as we pick parts up. So before I go into anything else, I want to start looking at some of the parts we've already unlocked. I don't think we're going to have very much choice. It seems like everything is going to be level 1, and I think we haven't even unlocked any mouths yet. But what I want to do, actually, I guess what we could do is safeguard ourselves, get rid of the cell mouth, and put down maybe an omnivore mouth. Oh look, yeah, because we've only got omnivore mouths that we can go for, because we were an omnivore in the first stage. Okay then, well maybe we'll go for this bird beak. We've got to think ahead though, because if we're going to be like a slightly humanoid bird-like creature that's also a centaur with 4 legs, maybe we should go for something with lips. So maybe I'll go with this. That's a face that you'd like to bring home and kiss every morning, for certain. Okay, for that, let's make these a bit smaller. Lovely, you're beautiful, man. Okay, well I think for now that's probably as good as we're going to get until we find some more parts. We'll make our tail a bit bigger, just out of interest. Maybe the feet a bit smaller. Okay, that's fine. So we've figured out that there's an additional menu that's been added, and I think it said that all of the surrounding creatures in the world have been spread out. So in the base game, basically what would happen is all the nests very close to you would be lower level creatures, so maybe have 10 health. But in this, they've mixed it all up, so even the high level nests are near you at the start, as well as the low level ones. So that will make things more interesting. So we got to dance. Daddy wants me to dance. Or mummy, I guess, as we laid an egg. I don't know the anatomy of these things. Maybe the fathers do lay the eggs. That doesn't really make much sense. We can pose. We're not interested in all of this posy stuff. We want to take on the planet, annihilate all of our enemies. Because as I said at the last episode, I wasn't really sure which direction I wanted to take this in. I was feeling like maybe doing a social playthrough at this stage, but I feel now like I want to go and rip some necks out. Let's put it that way. So here we are. Let's go and see what's around us. Get out of the way, please. So there's a few nests around us if you have a little look. There's one literally right here. Oh, what the hell are these things? A goob. Hello, goob. Who's this? I love how excitable this game is at itself. Who's this? You've met a new species. Care to make them friend or foe? Set your stance and get ready to sing or snarl at your newfound neighbour. Your stance sets whether you will attack or play nice with another creature. Before you interact, click on the green button to make friends or the red button to make dinner. Lovely. Completing the cell stage has earned you a special ability. We already know this. Summon Flock. So we could attack these guys with Summon Flock, but we've only got 10 health, and they have got 40 health. But then again, all of the people that we summon also have 40 health, so we might be able to take them on. I don't really want to risk it though, it seems a bit temperamental as to whether I am strong enough to actually take on these guys. I think what we need to focus on straight away is finding some skeletons around the world to try and find some new parts that we can improve our creature with, because right now our creature isn't very quick, he's also not very strong, he's not very nimble either. Look how he's walking. What a derp. Derpy llama strikes again. We're also hungry. Well, we're going to get hungry. So we might need to consider eating some of this fruit if we're not strong enough to take on these other tribes around here. Doesn't look like anyone has any parts around them. Oh, look, there's a skeleton over there. Oh, but unfortunately, it's protected by all those really angry people, so you might not be able to get that one. I think what we're going to have to do is walk around the world and find a few things to fill our hotbar with, a few new parts to increase our ability to survive. Oh, God! I completely forgot that that was a thing. Oh no, don't... Oh, of course. We have spring-loaded legs. I completely forgot about this. Which means that no matter how high we get thrown into the atmosphere, we will never die. We'll always fall on our feet. We're like a very nimble cat, but a cat that can't die or take damage ever. Not being very successful with finding these parts. It looks like there's a few over here. Again, guarded by a very unfriendly tribe. We might be able to just nab those. They've got a lot around there. They're on to me though. Maybe we should come over here quickly before they attack. Oh, there's another part over here. We've got a new pair of legs. Speed 1. We need something with speed 2, really. Oh, that one didn't give us anything. Now just let me quickly check the notes for this mod pack, because there might be something about that. It seems a bit weird that you don't get something from these skeletons, because normally you get them 100% of the time. Yeah, and here it says on my little listing that apparently you don't always get a drop from skeleton parts, which is a bit of a pain. I guess it means that we have to explore the world a bit more, maybe take on some more tribes, because as you kill tribes, the alphas in particular, you get a part dropped from them. So we've got an eye there, an evil eye. I guess we can be evil. We're going to be like an evil centaur man. Oh, that one didn't drop anything, that's a shame. But I think for now, this seems like a good place to end it. I've covered a lot of things, and frankly, I want to see what your feedback is before I carry on changing my creature. Now, as I said, we're going to go for a centaur with sort of like a humanoid upper half with wings and maybe mechanical legs. I don't know if that sounds good to you guys, but I'd love to see your feedback as to what I've managed to do so far. These guys are just like looking at me. What the hell are they doing? Puniki? Hello? Hello, Puniki. How are you on this fine day? You seem very friendly. Have a fantastic hairstyle, by the way. Now, just as an additional side note before the episode ends, I do want to take this opportunity to tell you that I have a Facebook page set up specifically for my YouTube channel. And there I'm posting loads of interesting behind-the-scenes stuff for future series, how I create things, and just general other interesting stuff that I want to talk about. So it might be worth clicking on that link in the description below. As always, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye, awkward. Awkward goodbye. Awkward.